This video is sponsored by Vantrue. Grab yourself 10% off of any dashcam from their website using my code there, LondonCam. All links in the description below. You know it makes sense. It's your permanent eyewitness that cannot lie. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I'm back in the car for this one. I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone who watched my last video on the bike and gave me some really good advice about things to buy that I should have bought anyway before I went out on it. Things like mirrors and a high vis, stuff like that. They're at the top of the list for me to buy. I was wearing a helmet, by the way. A lot of people asked me the question. I was wearing a helmet, but I have become the saddest man on the planet. The bike is parked in my hallway. Every time I go past the bike to get to the drinks cabinet, which is quite often, I pat it. I pat the seat like it's a new bloody puppy. What a silly sod I've turned into. And the name of the bike. There's a few names that have been flying around. I am actually thinking about Dolly, as in Dolly Parton, because of her great big enormous wheels. You thought I was going to say tits, didn't you? Anyway, getting on to this video, we are looking at the BMW in front of us and we are approaching the famous Rose Hill roundabout. I'm going down the A217, which means I should be in this lane. That BMW is also going down the 217, but why did it go in that lane? Because it had less traffic in it. But why did it not go faster? Why is it not going faster? So it's in the wrong lane, and look how far behind the traffic it is. Fucking hard, mate. Now a little bit further down the road, that is the same BMW, but we're not looking at that now. We are looking over to the right where the bus is. Down that road into Cheam Village, there's a load of shops. Now people go shopping and they cross at this junction, like these clever people here. They cross there at the junction. They've been to the shops, they go across the junction, nice and safe. A little bit further down the road, you've got another little crossing here. See the drop curb? You're allowed to cross there. It's a safer way of doing it. Down here a little bit further, you've got an idiot that's crossing 4 lanes of traffic with no protection round her. And now, I'm no detective, but I can see in her hands there, she's been shopping. She's been down that road. That is, I'm putting 2 and 2 together here. She's been down that road, walked past the 2 safest places to cross, and then cross where it's obviously not the safest place in the world to cross. Would you honestly feel safe just standing in the middle of them hatch markings there with 4 lanes of traffic going past you? You can't help some people. Now in this next clip, I do expect to be judged here as a new cyclist, or a returning cyclist I should say. Over to the left hand side in a second, there's a poor old boy that's laying on the floor. He's obviously come off his bike there. There's 2 people standing there, which is why I didn't get out the car myself. He's getting up. He looks okay to me, and I haven't got a customer on, but I am going to a customer. I know, no excuse, but he does look okay, and the woman goes and sees he's okay. But yeah, I do expect to be criticised, I think, for this one, for not actually stopping. That van up there is just waiting to go round that van. He ain't stopping. Now in this clip, one of the things I always say, well, apart from always an Audi, Fiat 500, the trainee Audi driver, what else is there? Birkin and Merc. Yeah, apart from all of them, and swearing at people obviously, apart from that, I always say look further than the end of your bonnet, because it could stop you being in an accident. It can also stop you getting a speeding ticket. Down there's a guy in a yellow high-vis jacket. I can see him a mile away, literally. And he's not hiding. He's not hiding from me, and he's not hiding from the people that are coming the opposite direction round this little bend here. He's way out there. He's a deterrent more than anything else. He's given up on me. He's pointing the other direction now because he knows that I'm not speeding. He knows that no one's going to go past me here. So there he is. He's pointing in the opposite direction now. Even the guy behind me, which just happens to be an Audi, saw him a long way away because of the braking distance he is giving me. But this guy here, coming towards us, hasn't seen him. Hasn't seen him at all. And he's going over 30. Look at the Audi behind me. Look at the Audi. Look how the distance is kept. So he's seen him. Even an Audi driver has seen him. But the little car that's going to come past us in a second has not seen him. He's not going massively over the 30 miles an hour speed limit, but now he's hitting the brakes. Look how close he is to the copper. Look how close he is. Look further than the end of your bonnet. It could save you from getting points and a fine. Now in this clip we got 2 for the price of 1. We got the car in front of us here. He's in a left turn only lane. He's very, very slow to get out. He could have gone then he hesitates, and then he eventually goes. And then he does this.
That's why.
Yeah, a little bit unusual to say the least. But now we're going to go to the rear camera. And this van behind me, I knew it was an arsehole straight away, because he came up behind me and the revving of his engine was massive. Now I know you can't hear the revving of the engine. I've turned it up and everything and you can't hear it, but it was really loud. So he's over revving, or did over rev his engine, and he's just one of these tailgating Neanderthals, you know, who gets out of his van and his knuckles drag along the ground because he's from a different sort of time era. As you can see, he gets closer and closer and closer to me, but you see him gesturing a minute towards his speedometer, as it would say speed up. And I will show you the front in a minute, what I've got in front of me. Look, there he goes. Look, why are you driving so slow? When we go to the front, it'll be apparent, and I am gesturing to him back to say, where can I fucking go, you idiot? Where can I go? If you look in front in a second, when I do go to the front camera, after I have a moan up at him,
where can I go? Where can I go? Idiots.
So we go to the front now, and you'll hear me moan again.
Can you see in front? Where can I go? Where can I go? Idiots.
Now I know that seems a long way in front of me, but like I say, look further than the end of your bonnet. Look at all the cars in front of him. Where can I go? Literally, if I catch up with this guy, you know, breaking the speed limit to catch this guy up, where can we both go? This is the mentality of these idiots. So I'm going to speed it up here now, because it does go on for quite a while, and sometimes he leaves a great big gap like that, and then he just pulls up really close again. We're approaching a roundabout now, that's why he's pulling up close here. But on the stretches, on the stretches like this, we are doing the speed limit of 50 miles an hour. Now in a little while we'll be getting to a roundabout where we both turn left, and then it's a 50 mile an hour speed limit as well, but there's average speed cameras down here, so you can't really speed even if you wanted to. But he still gets this close to me all the time. It's just, here's what I mean. So we're coming out here, and now the cameras are starting, so you can't speed, you know, not unless you're a complete idiot. Like, well, he is an idiot, isn't he? Let's be fair. And I don't get it. I don't get this driving. I never will. And he's getting bored. You can see him putting his hand up to his chin like he's getting bored of doing the speed limit. He wants to get past me. It's one lane of traffic, mate, and I'm doing the speed limit. You just have to be patient and wait. And then he goes back again, but then he'll pull up really closely, and then in a second we get 2 lanes, okay? And obviously I'm going to pull over and let him go past me. And that's the closest, you know, as soon as it does go to 2 lanes, I'm over, and then the idiot can get past me. So we go to the front camera now, and you can see that I've got no one in front of me, but I have got a speed limit to stick to.
Go on then, arsewipe. Fucking twat.
Oh, and I forgot to mention,
shitting Peugeot, shitting Peugeot, shitting Peugeot.
Yeah, obvious. It's just obvious, yeah, what sort of driver he is. Outside lane. Camera's 50 mile an hour, but you've got to be in the outside lane. You fucking twat.
yeah, so he stays in the outside lane the whole time, but I am being a little bit hard on him really, because he is all the way back there. His brain hasn't actually developed properly yet, so it's not really his fault really, it's just the way he's made. And as you can see, he's in the outside lane the whole entire journey. But how do these people ever get a driving licence? But then having said that, you only have to drive perfectly for about half an hour, and then after that you can drive like this guy. So now it's your petrol head moment. Coming towards us, we've got 2 squished up cars. And then we got a third just coming around this bend that was a little bit late to the party and decides to overtake in a not the best place to overtake. And we'll move on a little bit further for another petrol head moment. A little bit different vehicle though. Little van coming towards us in a second. And now we're going to go back to the squished up cars from the rear camera. And then the guy that's a bit late to the party coming up now. And then we're going to move forward a bit to the van. Again, I don't know what they are. Now, without looking them up, do you guys know what all four of them were? Now, in this next clip, let's talk Satnavs. Now, Satnavs are great. They are really great. They will get you to where you want to go, but they will not tell you to be in the right lane, or the correct lane, I should say. You've got two lanes here that turn left. Okay, I'm turning left obviously, but straight after I turn left, I want to do another left. Now, the Satnav is telling me, if you look at the top two arrows at the top of the screen, to be in either lane. It's actually said it over in my earpiece, to be in either lane to turn left, and then take the next left. Now, if I was out there in the right hand lane here, or the middle lane, and now I've got to cut across, no. That's why you always see Uber drivers in the wrong lane, because they don't know where they're going. They follow the Satnavs, and some of them are that stupid that they go in the right hand lane there to turn left. Yeah, a Satnav will get you there, but it will not get you there in the correct lane. That's down to you. So now in this clip, we've got another petrol head moment for you. We've got a Jag, the first one, and behind that is a Daimler. Look at them wheels. I do love them wheels. Gives it that little bit of class, doesn't it? I will show you it from the rear as it pulls away, but them wheels, they don't make them like that anymore. And when we go back to the front, there's another classic. Yep, another classic when we go to the front now. And it's just going to be coming round the bend in a minute. There it is, the little white one here. Yes, it's the Fiat 500, the trainee Audi driver. And guess what? It's got a light out. I haven't seen one of them with a light out for about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. Unbelievable, these cars. Now, in this next clip, we're coming into Reigate. It's a Sunday morning. There's not normally this amount of traffic on a Sunday morning coming into Reigate. And this is the British workforce again, the good old British workforce again, being behind the times. It's Sunday. Most businesses are open on Sundays nowadays, so they need deliveries on Sundays, and everything else that comes with it they need on a Sunday as well. And as we come round here, you'll get to see what the problem is. There's a guy trying to deliver. Now, we come round the bend here, you'll see him on the left hand side trying to deliver there. He's on double yellow lines. He's got nowhere else to park. Why? Because the loading bay on the right hand side has got 3 cars in it. They're perfectly legal because the loading bay only works from Monday to Saturday. So move with the times. That's got to be a Sunday as well, isn't it? Everything's open on a Sunday. So Sundays are just like any other normal day, which means you're going to need the loading bay. So get the cars out of there and get the lorry in there. Then this traffic wouldn't be as bad. Simple, isn't it? It's common sense. But then common sense isn't that common. So I'm just going to show you now that once we get past the lorry, there's nothing there. The lorry is the only thing that's causing the traffic because it can't get in the loading bay. There's loading bays up here as well, one over to the left and one over to the right, but obviously they've got cars in because they're allowed to park in them on a Sunday. For me, that sort of thing needs to change, doesn't it? It should have been changed ages ago when we all started to work on Sundays. So now we're going around the one-way system here, and most of you know by now this road where I turn right here and I want to get over to the left-hand lane. Now you take it in turns to merge in turn. I've got that silver car that's to my left-hand side here, and as I'm just about to move over, I get the poxy Audi that pulls out in front of me. Always an Audi. Now people will say, well, you wasn't indicating. I wasn't indicating, but look, he pulled across me there, so either way he was going to cut me up. He should never have pulled out. He had cars in both lanes coming straight towards him. So now in this next clip, I've got a Fiat 500 in front of me with working lights. Yeah, but we're not looking at that. We are looking at the Burke in the Merc in the convertible there. He is the major arsehole in this clip. There are a few arseholes in this clip, but he is the major one. He's the top of the list one. He's the cream. He's the creme de la creme. He's a proper fucking idiot. As you can see, we're on the Mad Mile. Look at the bunching up with them 4 vehicles now. Look at the bunching up. Now, one of them hits the brakes. Why? Because there's a load of golfers about to cross the road, or they go up to the road there, and I think his old putba went and he hit the brakes. But the Burke in the Merc, he doesn't want that lane. And this is a trouble now, because this road has come from 60 miles an hour to 40 miles an hour. Everyone bunches up like that. And that Burke in the Merc wants the lane that I'm in. I want to be in his lane, and I'm just waiting to pull out. Now, the guy in front of the Burke in the Merc decides to moves over, and the Burke in the Merc comes back out. We've got about a quarter of a mile before you hit the roundabout, less than that. But that's not good enough for him. He has to go past a few more people. He goes all the way to the roundabout, and as we all know by now, the left-hand lane is a left turn only lane, and this one here that we're in now, the same one that he's in, either go straight on or you come back on yourself. You do not turn left from this lane. The arrows will be on the ground in a second, and he's still in this lane, but he wants to turn left. But he is a Burke in a Merc. He's got no roof on his car, and he's got no fucking brain in his head. And he turns left from the right-hand lane. There is your self-entitled Burke in a Merc. So now we come to the self-entitled pedestrian. You know, the one that's got a sack of potatoes on their shoulders. Yeah, she's going to be crossing the road right in front of us here. She can see me. She makes no effort to speed up, makes me slow down, and look where the crossing is. Look where the crossing is. And you know what's coming, don't you? She walks to the crossing. If jaywalking was a law in this country, they would make millions. Maybe I should mention that to my good mate Sadiq Khan. Now for your final clip of the day, just a red light jumper. I mean, you weren't even going fast, were you? You get plenty of time to stop there. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.